Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our podcast. It is your hosts, Steffu
And Julia.
Alarm.
And Alarm.
And Alarm, and together we are Derps and Burps. In case you're wondering, yes, those sirens happen every now and then because Steffu lives somewhere where there's a lot of sirens. And they're always coming for him. Anyway, guys, everybody, welcome back. Today's episode, it's finally a gaming episode again. Imagine two gamers actually talking about gaming. So what the episode today is going to be about gaming as a hobby. I think we hear... So the thought process behind this episode was the following. That whenever you are reading anything about gaming, most of the things you hear about is the negative side effects of gaming, and gaming is being talked about in a negative light very often. And I think even on this podcast, we already talked about the negative sides of gaming, right? Like ladder anxiety, if you get too lost in games, and so on and so on. But as you know, we both live from being gamers, more or less. Me full-time, Steffi part-time-ish, kind of. Anyway, we're like we're real gamer girls, you know, not any fake. Anyway, everybody that plays video games is a gamer. So I'm just no. Anyway, so today we wanted to talk about the positive sides of gaming. So maybe this episode can also be not only for people that usually listen to a podcast, but maybe you're a mom or a parent, or maybe somebody that works with children and you're not really familiar with gaming, and you have somebody in your proximity that plays a lot of video games. It doesn't matter if it's a child or an adult, and you just want to learn a little bit more about the topic and what positive sides it can also have, then this is the right podcast for you, and I hope we can shine a little bit more light on the positive sides. Before we're gonna start about talking about the topic, we're gonna give you as per usual a short update on what's going on in our lives. The updates are not gonna be as long anymore because now we're recording again every single week, and we're gonna talk about the listener of the week. So Steffi, let's start out. What's new for you?
Yeah, you kind of got me hooked into like League again. I'm just one-tricking one character. I'm playing it nonstop. Ben is playing the new one, like Milia.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just doing fun stuff together.
Honey throwing boy.
Yeah, after him always taking all my minions with his Q or whatever it is, and me being so far behind. I finally get the kills now, because with Seraphine, he got all the kills all the time. So I was like 2-1-11 as ADC.
Oh, no.
And we always just make the support jokes, right? Like, I'm here to support you. I just need this item to support you. So it's super fun. We're playing this a lot. I play TFT as well. In the beginning, I liked the new season a lot. Then I started to hate it, and now I finally found a comp that works for me, kinda more or less. I just ranked up to gold last night.
Mm-hmm.
Then, speaking of gaming and stuff, or not gaming, but Netflix and stuff, I finished Sex Life 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like did you as well? Did you watch?
I only watched the first episode so far.
Okay, because I finished it yesterday, and it takes a complete different turn that you expect it to be, like from the first season, because it's all about like the desire and stuff. But in the end, the message is a very cool one.
Okay, so you liked it?
So it gets, it's getting more like about the whole adulthood life and how you handle that, especially when you have children and when you're married and all of that, and love and your career as a woman, and like many things that are good to see, like how they executed it. I really like that. Then I started a new show. It's a Turkish one. It's called Who Are We Running From? Did you see that?
I think I saw it on Netflix. It was like in my recommended, but I didn't watch it yet.
I watched, I think, 4 episodes. I started yesterday. 4 episodes. It's a bit trashy, but I still want to finish it. I'm currently watching a lot of shows. Then I finally
check what the one is that I'm watching right now. Continue. I'm going to just check which one that one is. Yep.
I caught up with Mandalorian because I haven't watched the last 2 episodes with Mark, so we watched that yesterday. I'm just super excited about all this. I love the whole story about this. And today we gonna go watch the D&B movie, D&D, not D&B, Derps and Burps movie, Dungeons
D&B?
and Dungeons
Damn.
and Dragons movie
Mm-hmm.
tonight. Beside League and TFT, I don't really play anything. I haven't played or touched FPS games in so long, which is kind of crazy because I usually just play Apex, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so fucking excited for Star Wars Survivor. I cannot wait for it. I just want this game to be out. I just want to play it.
When is it coming out? In summer, right?
End of April.
End of April? Oh, actually,
Mm,
that close already?
yeah, and I want to play it so bad. Then beside that, we were at the K-pop event, which was very nice. And I actually did the foot mask for the first time, the one where your whole like skin starts to
It
peel
falls
off
off?
after
Did
2
it peel
weeks,
already?
right? It didn't. No, it didn't start yet. It says between 10 and 14 days it starts to like
Yep, come off.
peel.
It's
So
really
I'm kind of
gross.
I
Really,
know, but
I
I
already did
like
that.
sunburns. I'm pretty disgusting. I like ripping and peeling off the dead skin.
Skin.
So this gonna be heaven for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sorry. Beside that, I'm weird. Beside that,
Sure.
there's nothing
Fuck, I can't find
new.
what the show is called that I watched.
Is
Was
it
there
on
something
Netflix?
on Netflix that you can see what you just watched? Because I finished it, so it's not in a like continue watching
Uh,
anymore. Fuck, I don't see it.
that gonna be tough to
Oh,
find
I
then,
found it.
'cause
American Apocalypse. That's the one I watched. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
oh,
okay.
and
Really good. So I'm watching a lot of different things right now as well. So because I have a few things I watched together with Nathan, so we're watching The Boys together. And now that
mhm,
he's gone for 2 weeks, so I'm watching my stuff alone. So I double in and see what I want to watch. So I'm clearly always watching like all the serial killer stuff and like
mhm,
cult thingies and stuff. So I just finished this morning American Apocalypse. Really, really
mhm,
good if you're into that kind of things. It's basically about um a, a cult in Texas where
mhm,
a guy thought he's the Messiah, like a prophet, like the reborn Jesus, whatever. That basically built his whole cult. First, they were all like normal Christian kind of thingies, and then he got the
mhm,
revelation that he needs to break up all the couples, all the marriages, and
mhm.
all the married couples were separated, and all the women were then married to him, and the men were not allowed to have sex with their wives anymore. All the wives were only allowed to have sex with him, and they
Okay.
lived in like a compound somewhere in Texas, and they were like gearing up for the final war, whatever, and they had like guns and ammunition, hand grenades, like they had such huge caliber weapons that they could shoot through tanks. That's the
What the
kind of
fuck?
weapons that they collected. And he was also abusing, the guy was abusing children. Like he was having sex with like 10-year-old children and stuff, like
Oh my god.
completely crazy. And when the police went in to go and want to arrest him, they were tipped off that they were going there. So they started like a mass shooting between the police and them in the compound, and it then turned out to be like a 50 days standoff where like the whole military was like surrounding the compound with like tanks and shit like that till it ended. I'm not gonna spoil how it ended, but
Crazy.
it's a really, really interesting one. It's also there's also interviews with people that survived this. There was like
Mhm,
believers in what he said. That was like I think in the 80s or in the 90s I
mhm,
think. And there's some people that after the whole thing they were still like more or less supporters of him. So it's like
mm,
really, really crazy to see. Really good one on Netflix. It's pretty short. I think it's only 3 episodes, an hour each
mhm.
or something. Really, really can recommend to watch. It's really interesting. Um,
I
beside of
have
that,
another one.
yeah, which one?
Sorry. The most important show, guys, I started was Riverdale season 7.
Oh my god,
Amazing.
Riverdale
No, it's not. Like
still
I just
exists.
yeah, I just wanted to end. It was
Is
last
it like
week
a
on
musical still? Like it turns so weird. Like musical wise, and then I
Not
didn't
yet.
like it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
it's
watched like
I
two
just
seasons or something, or three. I don't
I
know.
saw like last week on Thursday, the 7th. I didn't even know there was a 7th like season or
Mm.
there's one coming out. So, and I was so surprised because I got it recommended and I was like, huh? I watched everything. Then I saw 7th season, first episode is out, and I was like, okay, let's just watch it. It's like a bad dream you can't escape. But I need to watch it. I just need to
Mm.
watch it to like be able to talk about it. But yeah.
It's kind of like Supernatural for me, where it was like what
Mm.
20 seasons or something like that. It's already dead, but it's fine. It was Jen's Neckle, so I watched it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that. I get that. Um, yeah. So I watch a lot of different shows. I always watch my serial killer documentaries
Mm.
and stuff. And like, there's also another one that's pretty interesting. It's also on Netflix. It's about like I watched like I saw a lot of like YouTube videos about those murders already.
Mhm.
But there's also a Netflix adaptation from it now, which is also pretty well made. Let me just see what it's called. It is called the. Wait 1 second. I don't want to watch it. I just want to know what it's called. Limited series. What is it called? There's the seasons and the episodes, what they're called, but it's called the Murdoch Murders. Exactly. Also really good. Can
Okay.
really recommend if you're into that kind of stuff. I know it's really fucked up to talk about like cults and serial killer stuff like that, but yeah, I watched that to ease my anxiety and chillax. It's
How
like,
can you ease your anxiety with this? This is like I don't want to know,
listen,
what people do.
when I'm stressed out, when I'm having like a really stressful day, or like I'm just like completely overwhelmed with my like I don't know everything. I'm just overwhelmed
Mm.
from the whole day and I just want to like turn off my brain and do stuff. I need to do two things. I need to do something, create something with my hands.
Mhm.
So at the moment for me it's painting. Like I don't know if you guys saw it, but I got really
Mhm.
really back into painting and art. So I paint, and on the side I watch serial killer documentaries, or like of missing people or anything like that. I don't know what it is. I know that a lot of people do it, and I know for some people it induces more anxiety, but
Mhm.
for me it just makes my brain shut off and be like calm. I hope that was
Okay.
not something really weird to say. Probably was, but anyway, I needed to relax, and it doesn't
Yeah.
give me anxiety. It releases anxiety for me. And obviously, I'm not like a fan or a stand for any of those serial killers. Don't get me wrong. Like, everything is super horrible what they do. For me, I think the fascinating thing is that there's people out there that really do things like that. Like, for me,
A
it's
lot of
so,
yeah.
it's like what pushes a person over that point, you know? Like, it's kind of interesting for me to see, like, where does that come from? Because there is obviously some people, like, a murder that just happens out of um like a moment where they lose
Mm.
control. Then obviously there's things where there's like where they plan, where they build like a whole plan on how they're gonna do it and what they're gonna do and what the reasons for that is. And then there's serial killer going around for specific victims, and there are people that just go around and just want to kill for the sake of killing and not really caring about who they get and that kind of stuff. Like for me, I think that's the thing. Like just wanting to know like what is it that pushes those people over the
Yeah.
edge to do those kind of things.
You know what my things are to release like stress or
What
anxiety?
is it?
I just need loud music and I usually clean my apartment. That's the two things I do.
Dude, my
Like just
apartment would be
full
so
on
clean.
blast. Yeah. Like this is what I do. Just full on blast music. You feel good as fuck after that. And I'm also not the person like that's why we're so different, right?
Hmm.
When you're like you have your sad songs
Hmm.
playlists, and I can't like I think I can count on one hand whenever I wanted to listen to these like sad songs when I was sad. Because I try to, or what I do, I transform it into like either anger and then into like push myself out of it with yeah, I'm amazing. So I just
Hmm.
listen to like better songs or to whatever K-pop, whatever gets me hyped up.
Mm.
and just clean my apartment. And the second thing I wanted to say is is it strawberries on your t-shirt, Julia? It
Yes.
reminds me of butt cheeks. It's like it looks like butt cheeks. Because in Vox Machina, in Vox
It
Machina,
actually looks like an ass, dude.
Scanlan is a Bard, and he's
Mhm.
a very like
Now we
dirty-minded Bard, and he saves like in one scene, he saves his friends by summoning a fluffy or like flubber ass where they can like land on, and it looks exactly like your
Oh my
two
god.
strawberry butt
Now,
cheeks.
for everybody that actually watches the video of this episode, I hope you can stop staring at my
I'm
butt
sorry.
cheeks strawberries.
Too
They're
choosy.
amazing. Actually, especially like with the lighting up there, like it makes sense. It makes it look
Yep.
like a shiny badonkadonk. I like
Yep.
it. I like it. I like it. So yeah, but talking about cleaning, good topic again. I have to report, like I had a new cleaning lady, 1.5 weeks here, and actually today, at the time of this recording, she should be here right now cleaning the apartment, the house for me. I was like, oh fuck yeah! Did I tell last week the first time she came, she was already 3 hours late?
No,
I
you
didn't tell about it.
didn't.
Okay, that was probably after. I'm not sure.
What
Anyway,
is
so
it with your
I had a
cleaning
cleaning lady coming over, right? New one, completely new one. I was like, fresh start. Fuck yeah, I got her
Mhm.
recommended. She's amazing. She's coming with the
Mhm.
second one because the first time they wanted to come, they wanted to do like a deep clean of like with the windows and like outside the window bench stuff and everything. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
She was supposed to come at 8 or 9, and she wrote me at 7. The first day she came, she's like, a guy from my company broke his arm, so I can't I need to do the cleaning for him, so we're gonna be 3 hours late. I hope that's okay. So I'm like, my eyes are already twitching, like I'm like, oh no, not again. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's really unlucky it happens. I'm like, you know what, no problem, it's okay. I took the whole day off because I didn't know how long they would clean anyway. First time with like this base cleaning thingy that they would do, because they want to do the windows and everything and outside and
Yeah.
whatnot. So they arrive 3.5 hours later. Did a good job. Were pretty
Mhm.
nice, to people. And then yeah, we make an appointment for today.
Mhm.
And then so it has been like 10 days or something. She came on a Thursday, and then we said, okay, she's always gonna come on a Monday because my day off. Yada yada yada.
Mhm.
And then she wrote me yesterday evening. At least it was yesterday already, right? But yesterday evening she wrote me like, hey, I can't come tomorrow. I'm really sorry. Nothing else. And I wrote, okay. And
Okay.
yeah. Like no nothing. No, hey, should I come another time? When would you know what? I think it's just not meant to be for me to
No.
not having to clean my house myself.
Yeah.
Listen, I just don't want to clean, and I'm so fucking sick of and tired of it, because I'm fine with like paying a fair amount. Like I pay you 20-25 euros an hour. I don't give a shit for fucking cleaning my house. If anybody's listening, if you're living in Klagenfurt and you want to earn 20 to 25 euros an hour by cleaning, I offer coffee, cake, nice shit chats. You can pet my animals if you want. If you don't like animals, I put them away so they don't annoy you while you clean. And all I want you is to be on time and be reliable and be good at cleaning. But apparently, it's not supposed to happen. Like it's
No.
impossible to find somebody that does that. Like, for how many years am I searching, Steffi? I don't know.
3
Before-
minimum?
Yeah, it was
minimum.
before Rona,
Yeah.
like 3
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
And it is not possible. The only way you can do it is if you hire like a high-end business cleaning company, but they charge what was it, 35 euros an hour? Like,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna spend like 500 to 600 euros a month for somebody to clean my house. Like, that is, I'm not that well.
Yeah.
Like it's fine, but like it's not. That is too much, right?
Yeah.
So if there's anybody out there that's reliable and wants to clean my apartment, I would love to hire you, and I promise I will be the best boss you'll ever had. I'll provide cake.
Yeah.
every week. I don't care. I bake a cake. You tell me which cake you want. You get a cake on top of the pig. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, anyway. So that I'm
You're
super,
doomed.
super, yeah. So today, after doing all of my chores, on top, I was like, oh, nice. Tomorrow I can smash out all my work, go to grocery stores, and my house is gonna be clean without me having to clean. Turns out she's not showing up.
Not gonna happen.
And I was like, oh fuck, that means I can paint in the evening because I really enjoy painting right now. And now I will not have time to do the things that I wanted because I'm gonna have to spend 4 to 5 hours again to clean the whole house. Fun. Anyway, when it comes to painting, I actually just ordered another kind of paint, a gouache. Like I'm kind of I found my kind of painting that I like. Like before, I was like scribbling and used markers and I don't know what. And the new medium that I really like is gouache. If you don't know what gouache is basically a hybrid between watercolor and acrylic paint. So it can come like in a solid state like a watercolor, but it's way more opaque. So you mix it with water and it covers like fully. Like you can dilute it with water to be like a little bit more see-through, or you want the color to be really intense, you just use less and less water. So, and you can always reactivate it. So if it's like on paper, you put water on it again and you can like move it around again and you can layer it like really, really easy. So I got into tutorials of this. I found like one at the local Libro that I bought like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I've been watching like a lot of content and videos on how to use it and so on and so on. And now I found out that usually gouache is in tubes or like in little containers. And it is liquid at all times. So it's like kind of like acrylic paint. So I ordered like the one that everybody uses, like the Hemi paint. So it's like, it's not that expensive. It's I think like $30 or something. But yeah, ordered that. It's a Chinese brand. And it's arriving tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Nice.
Yeah. And because of that, I think I'm gonna do some creative streams this week. So I'm really enjoying doing creative streams. I think I'm gonna do like at least one painting stream this week. And I need to repot all of my plants in the house. So in spring, what you should do if you have plants, you don't only water and fertilize them, but also roughly once a year you should give them fresh soil. So you take them out of the pot, you remove some of the old soil, and then you put new soil, so the plant can have new nutrients and stuff and grow. And the best thing, you have to check which kind of plants you have, but most plants like it to be done in spring. So it's about that time, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that on stream so I can also maybe help some people to take better care of the plants. So I'm gonna do a repotting stream and a painting stream this week. And then obviously this week is Easter, so I'm super excited for Easter food. You gonna come home for Easter, Steffu?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're coming,
nice.
we're driving home on Friday. That's the plan.
Nice.
I haven't been home in like 5 months, I think.
Yeah, I know. Like I think no, you were for Christmas. No.
No, I wasn't because I was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, true. You weren't even home for Christmas. True.
No, it's
Crazy.
been so long.
Aw.
I'm excited to see my dad again. And my mom
I can
and my
imagine
aunt.
that. So yeah, Easter, and Nathan is gone this week. Or when you listen to this, next week, he's gonna come home today.
Dude, it was Easter. Happy Easter, guys.
Oh, yeah, it was Easter. Sorry. I hope you had a nice Easter. Hope you ate all the Reindling and all the eggs and got all the chocolate bunnies. I don't know why I started sounding like Arnold Schwarzenegger when I wished you a happy Easter. I don't know. Really? But anyway, yeah, so Nathan was gone 1 week in Poland and 1 week in Denmark. They had the major qualifier, the RMR. So I hope at this point he already qualified. If not, then that sucks. But I'm pretty sure they did. And yeah, that is it for updates today. Steffi, listener of the week. Who is it?
It's Healthy, Balanced, Strong, aka Kirsten Loves. And she said under episode 62 it was. Loved the talk about creating, being creative, and content that feels good rather than going after things that are trendy. I'm on a similar journey right now, and I totally agree. You always are the most successful when you're being yourself.
Very true. Thank you so
True.
much. Thank you so much, Kerstin, for pointing it out. It's also nice to hear it not only from people that necessarily only consume content, but also people that actually also create.
Mhm.
So it's, for me personally, I don't know if you feel the same, but for me it's always nice to get that kind of reassurance from other people as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So thank you for
Defo.
that, Kerstin, Steffi.
You're welcome.
My brain today. I'm gone. It's a goner. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about our topic today. So in case you missed it or forgot already because we were talking so much, today's topic is gaming as a hobby. We're going to discuss the benefits of gaming as a hobby and how it can improve your life. So again, for us today, it's really important to highlight the positive sides.
Mhm.
And again, this is either for you if you're a gamer or if you have somebody in your life that games a lot and you're maybe not in this circle, or maybe you have a child that kind of gets into it and you're like worried and you're like, oh my God, he or she is sitting in front of their PC or console or whatever it is for X amount of hours per day and I'm super worried. We are here to be realistic with you and take that fear away, because honestly, gaming is probably one of the better hobbies somebody can have. The number one comparison that I always like to do with gaming, especially when people talk about it in a connection with, let's say, children, right? So that I remember that was like one of the first interviews that I had with, like, I think it was a newspaper or something like that, where people asked me like, hey, should I be worried if my child is sitting in front of the console 3 or 4 hours in the evening after school? You know what I mean? And to be honest, like the way I see it, and I don't know if you're gonna agree on this, but when I personally was a child, very early on, before I had like my first console and stuff, I, instead of doing that, I was sitting in front of my fucking TV like a freaking zombie, just sitting there and watching. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, I don't think it's something bad, because your child is going to do, I mean, obviously there's better things to do than sitting in front of a TV and watching a TV show, right? But if I could choose, if I would sit my child 4 hours in front of a PC or 4 hours in front of a TV, I would definitely choose the TV, the PC. The PC for sure, because there's so many things you can learn, which we're gonna get into now. I think the first thing that I want to start with personally, because I think it has been, especially also for me, like the biggest development for me personally, beside of friendships, which we're going to talk later about, is the fact of my language skills. So for the people that don't know, if you want to check it out, there's actually still videos of me when I started streaming, when I first started really playing a lot of video games on the daily, multiplayer online games. My English was actually pretty, I mean, it wasn't bad, like I could still articulate myself, right? But compared to what it was now, what it is now, it was horrible. And if you compare it to now, like my English got so much better. And I saw the same thing in my little brother. So for the people that don't know, I have a little brother. He's 12 years younger than me. And he started playing video games as well when he was really young. And I have a boyfriend. He is French, so we talk English with each other. And my little brother, mostly thanks to gaming, like obviously school as well. Like he learned English in school as well. But to be actually able to freely talk English, video games help you so much. It's obviously depending in which country you live. But for example, in Austria, in the way I was raised, and I was going to a pretty good school here, I knew all the vocabulary and I knew like the basics of like grammar and stuff like that. But in school, I was never really like forced under quotation marks to actually speak. Like my teacher was still Austrian. So if I had a question, I would ask the question in German instead of forming the question in English already and trying to, have like a proper conversation. So there was still spoken a lot of German in my English class. So I was never really like forced to articulate myself in English in ways when I wasn't comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed it with my brother that he was playing online multiplayer where he was using voice chat.
Mm-hmm.
And his English was so good. I think when he was 12 or 13 and he met Nathan or 14, I don't remember how old he was, to be honest, exactly. He was completely fluent in English. Like he was
Crazy.
as good in English as I was like in my mid 20s. And most of it was thanks to the video games that he was playing. So
Also,
yeah,
can I throw something in here?
of course.
I think that's also a, on a quotation mark, problem of German-speaking countries, because we are so fucking lazy, not lazy, but we get everything translated, right? Every
Yeah.
single movie, every single show, since I'm alive, I could watch all Disney movies in German. I could
Yeah.
watch everything in German. And I have to say this, our voice actors, especially for Disney and back in the days, were insane. And the
Oh yeah, they were
translations
great.
as well were very, very well translated. Like the songs in the Disney movies and everything was just perfectly translated. So we never really got to face the problem of learning English as a child or young when we were younger. And so we're like not lazy, but we're used to having everything in German.
Catered
And when
to
it
us
comes
in
to, for
German, yeah.
example, like Denmark or Netherlands
Yeah,
or
all the
whatever, like
Nordic
when we,
countries,
yeah,
like everything Sweden, Norway, Finland,
yeah, they have everything in,
Netherlands.
like they learn English when they're like born. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because most of the movies weren't translated. Most of the
they have
movies in the
subtitles, right?
cinemas, I think, yeah,
I
yeah.
think they have like the original versions with subtitles on
Mm.
TV and cinema.
Yeah, just nothing synced. And in the cinemas as well, you have everything in English or like original language, at least. So you get used to this in the very early ages.
You get like an ear for the language as well, right? Because
Exactly, yeah.
like a lot about learning a language is not only like knowing the vocabulary and the grammar or whatever, but is actually talking and hearing the language over and over again. So you learn speech patterns. You learn, I mean, me as a sponge, you know, like me just yoinking certain sentences and patterns
Yeah.
from other people. So perfect for me. But yeah, I think that is like one of the things, especially if you talk to somebody that has a child, like that is one of the biggest benefits. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
guarantee you, your child's English is gonna skyrocket most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's depending, obviously. Like if it has a lot of local people that it plays with, then maybe not as much. But for me and for my brother, I can say like our English just went
Same here, yeah.
through the roof
For
here.
me.
So yeah. Which benefit do you want to talk about, Steffi? Do you have one that you wanted to point out, or should I just move further?
One beside the language benefit was as well reflexes and
Mm-hmm.
reaction time. I
Mm-hmm.
can, like, I can't tell you how it would be without playing video games, but whenever something is on the verge of falling off an edge, I just grab it. It's like the reflexes are insane. And even in my age, like even with me being 30, I can still, like, my reflexes are just good, very
Mm.
good. And I don't, there's no like scientific proof for it from
I
my
mean,
side
yeah,
now.
I mean, there's some
There's
studies
in
about it.
general, but I know my reflexes are just so good. And the thing of like being able to focus and consider so many things at the same time, for example, when it comes to stressy situations, making fast decisions, and whether if it turns out for the good or for the worse. There's so many things, especially in multiplayers, I'd say, when
Mm.
it comes to like decision making, working under stress and stuff like that, that helps you learn prioritize the important things.
In stress situations,
If you
for
miss it,
sure.
yeah, yeah. So that's one thing.
Yeah, like
um
everything, like the whole cognitive skills, problem solving,
mm,
decision making, spatial awareness and reasoning, attention to
yeah,
detail. Like obviously, like if you're playing a video game where you need to be aware of spatially, like where are your enemies, where is the possibility your enemies are coming from, so you're
yeah,
like
yeah,
multitasking on such a high level that
yeah,
you most likely in like a normal day-to-day situation you won't be having to do, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you're trained in that. And like another thing that comes with that, what kind of goes along, is the whole teamwork aspect, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
again, it's depending on what kind of video games you play. But if you play like something like CS:GO, Valorant, or whatever it is, League of Legends, one thing that you will learn, even though not a lot of people put the effort into it, but teamwork is a really, really big part of it. Like you learn
Yeah.
that everything is gonna work better if you guys work together, potentially, right? It's still a decision.
Use that at your
if
next
you...
job interview, guys.
Exactly.
You learned a lot about teamwork, working under stress with video
Trusting
games.
people, learning not to trust other people.
Yeah.
That hold your I got your line, don't worry about it, I got you. Don't peek. So yeah, anyway, teamwork, spatial awareness, those kind of things, really, really important. But one thing that I wanted to also really point out, which goes really well with like the teamwork aspect, is forming friendships and learning to get to know new people. Obviously, we've been talking before on other episodes, like about that. Obviously, it can be a toxic aspect as well to playing with other people, especially if they're being anonymous on the internet. But for me personally, and I think it's the same with you, the amount of great people that I personally got to know, including my boyfriend of 9 years, that I would have never got to know without video games. I think I explained that before, maybe in an episode. I'm not sure. But for me, the thing is, if you're like limited by region, let's say you can only make friends where you live and in school, for example, it's really limited on having people that have like similar interests as you. So you have to be really selective. Like you have like, I don't know, in your class, you have like 30 people and you have like, I don't know, 20 people in your real life that live close that you can like pick and choose from, like, oh, who of those am I like clicking the best with? Who of them is gonna be my best friend or somebody I spend a lot of time with? So the thing is, when you play video games, when you play online multiplayer, the thing that you have in common right away is, you know, that person likes playing video games and that person likes to play this game that you're playing right now. So you already started on a base or on a basis that you know you have something such important in your life in common, and then you obviously meet so many more people, or you have the opportunity to be completely unlimited when it comes to location, age, gender, religion, skin color, whatever it is. Like there's no labels online. And most of the time when you get to know somebody, it is either because of the skill in a video game or because you work great together in a video game. And then the next thing you find out way later is how they look like, what is their background, and that kind of stuff. So you really just get to know people on like a really, how do I say it, like unjudgmental basis. And then that you would have maybe not like interacted with instantly if you would have seen or met them in real life, right? Because you would have just assumed maybe that you would not like click or could be friends or whatever it is. So for me, I found so many people all over the world. Like literally, I'm still friends with people that I played World of Warcraft 16 years ago. Like I still message with them on freaking WhatsApp every now and then. They're like people from Germany. We have people from Denmark. My best friend Miha, like she is from freaking America. We have friends in Australia. Obviously like Laurie as well, that became basically my number one person to do everything with within the last year or so. I would have not, or even Steffi, like look at us. Like, I mean, technically we don't live that far away from each other and we like grew up close to each other. But if it wasn't for video games, we would have never met. Most likely. Like, I mean, obviously there's still opportunities, but most likely we would have never gotten to know each other. And yeah, you can be so much more selective and you have such a wider range of getting to know people. And especially a thing that you don't label them. That's the thing. Like, you don't have labels. You click with the person and then you potentially learn more about them. I mean, there's so many people that don't even ask. Like for example, I'm the person, like if I notice like, oh, I like that person, like I want to know everything about them. So then afterwards I'm like I'm like a fucking interviewer. Yeah, okay, so where you from? How old are you? What are your favorite video games? Favorite food color? That kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's really important. I don't know, for you it's probably similar, right? Like you
Yeah,
made a lot
yeah.
of
Like the amount of great people I met through the internet. And also, I think I can't remember when, but we talked about this and I said that already. Like I think it was one of the very first episodes.
Mm.
The greatest thing then is get to meet each other IRL.
Oh
And
yeah.
finally just hug your friend, like the person for I don't know how long already, and then you finally fucking meet. It's one of the greatest feelings because there's no awkward moment or anything because you know who and how the person is already. So all it is, it's just maybe in the beginning, it's weird because you finally see each other, but
Mm.
it's like after 10 minutes, it's as if you've been together or as if you've seen each other every day or like for at least a year or whatever. So that's one of the greatest things in my opinion. And I still remember the day I met Donkey, Sally, and Alex live for
Mhm.
the very, very first time. And it was just such a great feeling. Like we saw each other, we ran into each other, like, and we hugged each other, and we were so happy to finally meet. And it's just these are the moments I just admire the most and
Mm.
love the most.
It's so pure as well because it's like
Yeah.
technically the complete reverse of how you would get to know people in real life. Like in real life,
Mm.
you like see the person first, and you need to like build up for something to start
Yeah.
this conversation and learn stuff about this like people. Like it doesn't matter if it's like in
Yeah.
dating or in friendships. Like there's so much you have to do IRL first before you can
True.
actually like truly learn
Yeah.
about that person. That for me, every time I meet somebody, you described it really well. Like it's like you most of the time know so much about that person before you even meet them that
Mm.
it feels like you know each other for like years. Like I can
Yeah.
the best example for me was Nathan, right? So I knew
Mm-hmm.
Nathan online. It wasn't that long. I think we know each other like 2 or 3 months before we met the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like insanely long, but we had like the deepest conversations. We played I don't know how many hours of League of Legends together before we met, and we had so much fun in video games that the moment I met him, it felt like literally I knew him my whole life. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was like it felt so normal
Yeah.
for me to just be with him that like I can understand that when people are like, oh yeah, but so yeah, my little brother, my friend or whatever, she or he is meeting their best online friend. This is so weird. They never met, but they're gonna spend straight like a week together in Germany or whatever and go to a convention. That's so weird. Like how can you share a hotel room
Mm.
if you never met? Like that makes so little sense to me because
Mm.
like you know them so well. The only thing
Yeah.
you don't know is their physical appearance in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, of course there's like situations where it's dangerous where you don't have enough information about that. But if
Mm.
you are somewhat of how do I say it? Like a person that knows what to look for and like have enough proof that you like get pictures or Snapchat or their social media appearance or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
like I think there's no issue with that. Like obviously like don't meet anybody that you've never seen a picture or you don't know anything about it. I'm talking here about people that I've been friends with like years, and I literally like know the color of the beans that their cat has on the paws, like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff. um so yeah, friendships I think really really important.
Yeah. One of the biggest ones for me.
For sure.
Beside beside me loving video games and everything, but the friendships you make is just the biggest benefit and the most beautiful benefit in my opinion.
Mm, for sure, for sure. Another thing we wrote down is that some games actually provide educational opportunities. So Steffi didn't know the game, and I think we talked about it before because I think it got re-released. I think we talked about it this year or like last year already. It's a game, for example, Adi Junior, like or Adi in general, Adi, I don't know. It is basically an educational game that where you have little mini games, and then it teaches you also like math and grammar and English and I don't know what. It was a game that I actually played a lot with Verena. So it can also be a way of making learning new things or learning people as a child actually being fun. You know what I mean? Like a playful learning.
I can throw something in here as well because
Of
in
course.
university we had this class called game design, where we had to create the concept or a concept for an educational video game, for a mobile game. And it was back then, it was Lukimak's brother, his girlfriend, Maria, Xava, a friend of us, and me. And we created an educational game about bees, a mobile game, which was
Okay.
called Honesty. And the slogan was, what was the slogan? It is in your sticky hands. And
Aw.
we had to like basically just a concept. We didn't like program anything. We made the whole concept, the design, how it should look, etc., etc. It was a like 2D arcade pixel game, and it was about learning bees and how important they are for the planet. So we learned that very early on in our study program, how important it is to create these games as well, especially for younger people. And even if you're interested, like you just play these games and you get random facts about it in a very playful way, which makes it very nice to like learn because it doesn't feel like you have to learn something, but you do it on the side. And like playful learning is a very, very big thing.
I mean, if you think
So
about it, just alone all the language apps that you learn
mhm,
languages now. I mean, you notice it yourself probably with learning Japanese. Like you also use what is it called, the one with the owl,
Duolingo,
Duolingo. Exactly. Like
the
in
one
the
that bonks
end,
you all the time if you're not coming online again. It just
exactly.
fucking like guilt trips you into it.
Oh
It's crazy.
So in the end, that's nothing else than a video game. Like it's a fun way of teaching your language. You know, it's like just packaged in a way that's like, oh yeah, and it makes it addicting as well. Like if you make too many mistakes, like you can't do more, and then you get addicted, but you want to do more. And I mean, there's like a whole what is called subscription model behind it. Like obviously we can go into this detail as well. But yeah. And talking about learning Japanese stuff, in case you don't have to, right? You can even just stop 2 minutes at the fence when you're coming home for Easter. I can put your stuff outside, the manga.
No,
and
we're gonna meet then. Hello.
Okay. I just wanted to say, like, you need to tell me when you want.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you,
just coming
I
over,
didn't-
grabbing the stuff, and then I
didn't
leave.
want
Of course.
You know, I didn't want to be like, because I know when you're coming to Corinthia, like everybody's like, oh my god, Steffi time, you need to come a coffee here, and then to the aunt, and then to the other friend, and so you know me, like I'm not pressuring you. If
Thank
you
you
have
for that.
the time,
Appreciate
you can.
it, but I want to see you, lady.
Very good. In case you don't have much time, we can also just chill out at the fence and then do the stuff, and then. So I just wanted to throw that in.
Yeah. You still get your Christmas presents as well, so.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh my god.
It's been so long.
It's been actually really long. Oh man, we haven't seen each other. We haven't seen each other even
Half a
longer.
year.
I think
Longer.
minimum.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Such schwitz.
That was a sad burp. That was a Miss Steffi burp. we should really see that we do something together. But now, like with all the work and stuff, it'll be hard again. God damn it, hardworking woman.
I'm gonna try to figure it out as soon as I like got into my new job and everything like calmed down.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I think, let me think, what else do we talk about? I think the most important thing that maybe we can exactly use at the end as well, is career opportunities. Like it's clearly, especially over the last years, all the job opportunities and career opportunities in the gaming industry are like rapidly growing. There's so many different ways you can go. It doesn't matter if it's like streaming, esports, development of video games, or even entertainment, as like you can become a host, of something, or
Mm.
like review things, or do videos about stuff. There's such a big variety of jobs out there. Or even like if we think about like something like Sazu, for example, like voice actors, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm.
you can become a voice actor for video games, like all those
Yeah.
kind of things. There's so many jobs that people might not even think about that are included in the whole scene. Like doesn't
Yeah.
matter from a pro player, a player manager at the tournaments, the hosts of the event, the people that have to like build up the stages. Like there's such a huge group of people involved that I think if there's somebody that's really interested in being part of the whole scene, there is a spot for you. You just need
Yeah.
to like be open-minded and think about a creative way, or even if it's not, if it's like you don't want to be like in the midst of everything, you just want to support somebody. Like you can be, for example, like Fudge, like be an editor for a creator, like help them create their content. You can be somebody
Yeah.
like and some kind of advisor, or like an agent, or like work in an agency, where you help people
Mm.
to do better with their whole social media presence and stuff like that.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
another big thing we didn't write down is gamers actually do a lot of charities as well, which
True,
is
actually.
an amazing fucking thing. Because just thinking of Critical Role always comes to my mind, but there's so
Mhm.
many other like big streams like Gronk and all of them like doing yearly charities where they collect so much money to help other people, which is
Yeah.
also so great.
True, actually.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the whole topic of charity or whatever, like there's such a huge platform that we can't forget that video games and streamers and all the people around it, they can also shed a light on so many different topics in so
Mm.
many different ways. It doesn't matter if it's like a video game itself that tries to make a topic into a video game. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like it doesn't matter if it's like relationships, like something like in The Last of Us or whatever it is,
Yep.
or in other extreme ways. I mean, best example that we had with the whole drama around like Hogwarts Legacy, where we had that the whole trans and LGBTQ topic obviously was a topic that was really controversial. And doesn't matter how on which side you were in the end. The important thing that came out of it is that there was more light shed on to a problem that was there.
Yep.
And that would have not happened if it wouldn't have been for the video game that came out. Because
Yeah.
I didn't see any of this drama happen when the movies came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I know it was like a really like a bubble thing that happened, and again, it doesn't matter on which side you are. If you say it was unnecessary or it was necessary, it doesn't fucking matter. Matter of the fact was there was more exposure to a really important topic, and in the end, I
Yeah.
hope that it brought some positive things
Yeah.
for the people that were, what do you say it, betroffen, affected by it, exactly. So yeah, so I think there's like a huge platform, and there's like a huge reach of people, and there's just a huge platform for many different things. And overall, I can probably just speak for myself here, but I think that many other gamers will agree with me that gaming can not only be like a huge stress relief, but also can be a safe place for many people, right?
Yep.
Steffi,
Stress relief. Okay.
okay, maybe not if you play League of Legends, but if you
Or
play Stardew
Apex
Valley
or any other multiplayer game.
Listen. There is a different kind
Actually,
of games. Yeah.
sorry, it is a stress relief because you can just scream at other people if you're pissed. You
Exactly.
it's their fault, you know. What do you do when you play League? You blame it on the others. It is never you guys.
Exactly.
It's my stress relief, positive thing. benefit.
Exactly. You can turn it in whatever way you want. Like
Yeah.
instead of unloading your anger onto your loved ones, just unload it on your teammates in League of Legends. That's a positive thing, right? Like instead of being pissed at your children for I don't know, drawing with crayons on the wall, be pissed at the guy that died while trying to
Blame
clear
it on the
pink wards.
jungler.
Blame it on the jungler. Exactly. That is the most important thing. No, but honestly, like there's different ways also of coping with stress. Some people cope with stress
Yeah.
like Steffi does it and just completely destroy people in video games with her anger. And there's other people like me, and not saying that I don't do that, but they're just back then when freaking what is it called? What was the game called? On the Switch. Fuck. With the Nuke City thingy. What is it called? Man. Nuke.
What? Which game?
With the island where you go like fishing and like you build your own village. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Animal Crossing. So exactly. And then there's Animal Crossing where you just have to fucking spend 6 hours a day just farming and collecting stuff. And then it's super chill.
That's the thing. Like when I'm angry, I can't go to fucking island, throw a fucking what's it called rope into the water to fucking fish. Like
it's calming down.
No,
like
it is not. It's
making
me more aggressive. Like, why is this little cute thing making me?
You never play games like this, right?
Calmer. No, no. It's like I cannot play this bullshit for calming down. It's
Do
like,
you ever play Sims?
I don't want to fish now, bitch. I just want to smash someone.
Did you?
I did
Sims and stuff, but like not for like 10 years, probably something like that, right?
I have the last Sims I played was I think it was even Sims 2. I was creep lurking. Sims 2, I think. It was the last one I played. I enjoyed it, but this is my problem. I need violence to solve my violence. So what I need is I need to box something. I just need to get my anger out by punching it out,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot like go full on mad and then like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just sit down and crush it or whatever. I need something to like get all my hatred and anger out of myself. And this is through, I don't know,
League of Legends,
martial arts, League of Legends, boxing, just destroying something that doesn't harm anyone. But I don't know, even if it's even just smashing a glass, I don't do that. But you know what I mean? Like anger houses. This is my kind of like processing and anger processing. I just need to smash something with my hands.
Get it out. See, but that's again, like I think it's a really great display again how versatile gaming can be. It can help people like Steffi, that just need to be, aggressive. And then again, this coming from somebody that's called MissRage, right? So, and then there's people like me that just want to play Animal Crossing and Sims and watch serial killer documentaries when you're really stressed.
Yeah. Plus, the thing is, it's a positive outcome for me, right? Like, it's not. What did I want to say? I lost track of my thought.
You scream at people when you're angry at people?
Fuck. It's not. No. I actually get better as well at the game. Like when I am angry and when I just channel all my anger, I'm just completely annihilating in Apex, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm channeling all this anger I have and put it or get a better result.
See, for me, it's the opposite.
I don't know.
For me, it's the exact opposite. If
It's
I'm like really angry, if I'm tilt as fuck in League,
then you just run it down.
I'm the fucking person, but accidentally. Like, it's like, I'm literally like, for example, there's a fucking top lane Garen that is like 0 in 8, and I have a 1 in 12 Yasuo mid, right? And I'm just here winning my bot lane like insane, and then I start getting mad at them and blind rage kicks in, and what do? Then I start running over the map completely stupid, and I get caught by like 5 people because I face check a brush because I'm just so mad at other people.
The bush.
The bush, yeah.
No, it's the opposite for me. I just get so angry that I want to prove them wrong then, right?
Mm.
And then I just completely go crazy mode and get a penta or whatever because I'm so fucking pissed at them. And then I tell them, you fucking suck. We can win this. Look at me. I can carry your fucking useless ass.
And then
So, yeah,
Steffi
this is how.
plays a game with me, and I report her for being toxic, and she gets a chat ban again. Literally,
Did you report me?
I might have.
Okay. Noted.
Listen, I get every time I log into League, I get literally the notification for like, thank you for keeping our community
Instant
clean.
feedback, report feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My honor level, by the way, almost level 4, guys. Because I am not telling anyone to die. I just tell them that they suck. So I'm talking fucking facts, okay? I'm talking
Fucking
facts.
honor level
And they
4
take it. They can fucking take it because they know I'm right. That's why I'm not getting reported. I'm MVP most of the times, guys. Because I'm just telling the truth.
Spitting the truth. Steffi doing it. So yeah, I think that was
Play
it.
League with me, guys. Benefit.
Yeah, Steffi. Play League with Steffi. It's fun, they said. No, it's actually honestly, I like playing League with you. I'm actually having a blast.
Hope so.
I reported anyway. She writes
Oh my
toxic
god,
shit.
guys. She fucking reported me!
Report her. Yeah,
I got a chat ban.
Yeah, I wonder why, Steffi.
2 years ago.
I wonder why.
A fucking friend backstabbing you, guys.
What do you mean? I'm telling you to face it, you're toxic. It's
okay.
not like I even told
take
you
it.
when I did it.
Yeah, but you still need to have my back.
I have your back. With a knife.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, man.
Reported me. Oh my god.
Not only once.
Wow, okay. Okay. But I'm gonna watch every single stream of you that we played together now.
I always said it though when I did it. Said I'm gonna report you for being toxic though. Yes.
Yep,
of course.
wait, I thought that was a joke.
Did it look like I'm joking?
Yes.
I didn't. No, I didn't do it every time, but like if there was something real bad, I do it.
I would never do this. I'm always backing up my friends, no matter how toxic or
even if
they're performing. You know how often I could report you for not getting the cannon minion?
I did once. Ben only once.
Okay.
Ben only.
Okay. She's reporting friends, guys. Do not play with MissRage.
Yeah, I did. I'm honest about it.
I cannot
better than lying in your
this.
face and telling you I don't.
No, it's better you lie me in the face.
I never reported you, Steffi. I would never. Never would I. Never would I do
I feel
that.
better
I'm your
now.
friend.
Thank you.
Okay. It was a joke, clearly. I would never do that. You would not be on at level 4 if I would have reported you, right? So it can't be true.
True.
Don't worry about it. Jokes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed a gaming episode. Once again, it's been a long time. Steffi's upset.
I cannot believe this. This is madness.
Steffi literally mad at me. I love this. Anyway, guys.
Snitch.
Oh man. See, and that is the
She's
thing.
the one that reports it to the teacher that you copied the homework, guys. Just saying.
No, I don't do
Julia's
that.
a fucking Randall.
No.
She is.
No, because
No,
I copied the
you
homework
are.
myself.
Yeah, but then you blame it on the other guy, so you are out of like fire.
No. That's not what I do.
Just to be sure, guys.
But you know what I do? Like if somebody, like if we're in class
Randall.
and somebody is bullying somebody and everybody is afraid to point the finger and who did the bad thing, I'm the one that's pointing a finger. It was that bitch.
Yeah,
and then
that's okay.
and then like all the teachers are like, oh yeah, good girl.
Good girl.
That's me. I'm Randall.
That's a good thing, though. That's
what I do. Like I don't like the homework stuff. I would never do. But if somebody
after what I've heard here, I'm not so sure.
See. There's this one teacher I had when I was in gymnasium. So like the higher education school when I was
That's cool, yeah.
like 10 or 11. He was our class leader, whatever it's called, or like the boss of our class, like the main teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if there's one thing he wants to teach us in
It's
in the
snitching.
4 years that he's here. It's something that's called Zivilcourage, civil courage.
Yeah, yeah.
So he said he doesn't
That's
care
the great thing.
if we are having the worst grades in every single thing. The one thing that he wants to teach us is that we stand up if we like in public or wherever it is. So if we see that there's something unrightfully done towards a person, that he just wants us to speak up.
That's so cute.
Yep. So
Show civil courage, guys.
courage. That's the
Report
one
your
thing.
friends in League if they're toxic.
Exactly.
Stand up for your whole team.
Listen, if Steffi's bullying somebody that is having a bad game, I will stand up for the person. Be like, listen, Harold just can't smite for shit, okay? It was a bad day. If you gotta keep on screaming at him for being a bad jungler and can't smite, it won't make it better. Doesn't help you.
But shall I tell you something?
It puts
the
more
guy
pressure
would
on him.
rage at you as well.
Yeah.
The guy would absolutely
of course, 100%.
just insult you.
100%.
You cover for those people.
But does that make anything better? If I'm
Yes,
going
for
through
me,
life,
it does.
if I'm going through life and I'm like, this person would do bad for me if they had the chance, so I'm just gonna do the same because I know they would.
Julia, we just talked about stress relief in games, and this is my kind of stress relief, okay?
It's fine. It's fine. But it's actually funny how
I
we're different.
never blame anything on any person but myself in real life. Like, if I'm doing shit, it's my problem. But in games, it's just officially, I know it's me, right? I know I have to get better, but sometimes you just have to like let it out.
It's fine. I'm just the DST theory in League. Dick sucking theory. Just fucking pet.
It doesn't work.
I'm the one.
No.
Every time someone gets a kill. Well played. Well done. Nice job.
Yeah, that's what you usually do. Like, that's what I always write.
And if somebody like fails a smite and somebody is like, oh, well, you failed your smite, then I'm the person that's like, don't worry, buddy. It's a 50-50. If he was faster, then that's the thing.
Should I tell you something?
Yes.
This works until you're diamond. In diamond, I was playing with Sandro, right, last week.
Yeah,
we were
I know.
playing
They're the
in
most
silver.
toxic people. The higher rank, the more toxic. I know, but
Masters, literally, if you take a cannon minion, because I stole things from my jungler in this game, okay? And Sandro was like, okay, what is going on? Why? It was just a Scuddy crab later on, and things like that, or a big canyon minion in the middle when we roamed for the tower. And Sandro was like, what is going on? Usually, like, people completely destroy you and run down the game if you take anything from them. And he was just so surprised that nobody even said anything. You know what? Like, it was like, I was taking this, the jungler was completely like, okay, I'm gonna grab something else. And someone was like, he's not flaming you. What's happening here?
But you need to teach them. The thing is, like, if you just comply
you
to
cannot
that,
teach those people.
Listen, if everybody thinks the same way you do, nothing will
you cannot
ever change.
fix everyone.
I can.
They don't want to be fixed.
Listen, the thing is, I will never make it to diamond, so I can't. But if,
but if we gotta teach them.
If I ever make it to diamond, I'm not gonna play. I'm just gonna sit here, buddy. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to them. I got them covered. I'm gonna report them. Riot is gonna ban them. I got you.
And everyone's like, shut the fuck up, bitch, and do your job, you fucking useless support.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fine. They can. Listen, I'm completely fine with being streamed at in video games because I literally could not care less. It's only a game where you have to be bad.
True.
So I really don't care. Like that's what I got in the last like year or something. I could not care less. I'm so careless when it comes to video games. I don't give a shit. It's beautiful. Right. So nice. Not giving a slight fuck for those kind of things. Best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
So I'm not a tryhard anymore.
Envy you. And yet you just play ranked.
Yeah, of course. It doesn't mean that I don't give my best.
Yeah, but you can't give your best if you don't know certain things.
What do you mean don't know certain things?
Like when there's a new agent or a new champion or things like that or a new map, you just...
It's fine, I'm still better than most of people in the game anyway. When it comes to FPS games, listen, my aim is still probably like 50% better than most of the people playing. And I can probably still shoot harder than they can. And just because they know a fucking Viper lineup they can fucking yeah. Motherfucker stacked all his skill points in aim, none in movement. Actually true. See, that is actual facts. I cannot move for shit in video games. I have the worst movement. I will get stuck at every corner. I will run the most stupid line. I will show my head when I shouldn't. But if you show me the tip of your head in a video game, boom, it's gone. That's it. I don't know. See, the thing is,
see, guys, these kind of people I have in my
me.
video games, they know shit about movement. They play movement characters, play movement games, and then I'm not allowed to flame
that's
them.
kiting people.
I am not
while
allowed
not
to flame them,
being
okay?
able to kite perfect. Exactly. That's the thing. Imagine playing a character that is only good when you can kite, and I can't kite for shit. Me playing ADC. Oh hell yeah, let's go, motherfucker. No, but that's the thing. Like, I always choose movement characters because they look the coolest, but I can't play them, and that's fine. But see, the thing is, whoever created me was like, yeah, let's give her all the aim in the world, but everything else, communication, fine. Like spatial awareness and where the enemies can be, she can have it all. But you know what? Movement 0, and let's see what happens. Let's see how that plays out. And there's somebody sitting there watching my stream, and it's like, perfect. This is pure raw entertainment. And give her the ego of, I don't know, the biggest ego we have. Put it in there. Put it in the mix. It's fine. And then 0 fucks given if she loses. That's it. It's literally the worst teammate you can ever fucking wish for. Yep.
Yeah. And then imagine not being allowed to flame them, guys.
Of course not. Of course not. Because I'm nice and I don't flame you when you do something bad.
Yeah. Yet you're bad and you need to learn.
Fine. Listen, I'm turning 33 this year. Movement is never gonna be my strong suit. It's never gonna happen. I'm fine. I accepted it. It's fine. Same as I accept Steffi being toxic in video games. It's fine. I just laugh about it. And report her.
And anyway, to be fair, it's only, let me just say this as a finishing, like, the last sentence. League is just another league, right? It brings out demons of most of the people. No matter who you talk to, League is the game that just makes you fucking aggressive. And to be fair, this is also the only game where I'm getting super mad. Like, if something happens, for example, in Valorant, I can't blame anyone because I'm not good either, right? And in Apex as well, like, there's 3 people, it's teamwork, blah, blah, blah. FPS games is a different thing, but League is just the worst community and the worst. It's just the demons.
The thing is in League, the thing in League is, in FPS games, it doesn't matter how bad your teammates are, you can still win a game. If you have somebody in League that runs down like a 0-10 fucking Yasuo and he fed a fucking Yone, you can play the game perfect. There's like a 99% chance that you're still gonna lose the game if the person that's fed on the enemy team knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why we want performance-based. What was it? Ranking performance-based ranking system. Yeah. Letter Anxiety episode, guys. Check that one out if you're interested.
Yep. So anyway, sorry for the rant. Sorry, Steffi, for reporting. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We're going to be back next week again with a new episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know about if we forgot any positive side effects of having gaming as a hobby. Leave them in the comments. If not, tell us. I would like to read how you got to know your best friend in video games. Like your best online gaming friend. I would like to know that. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Guys, thank you for listening and watching. So you don't know, we have the video now also on Spotify. We love you all. We see you again next week, Monday, 9 a.m. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.
Bye, Julia.
Bye, Steffi. Oh, nice nails, by the way. Bye.